What's going on? Matt Savoca here from Awesemo.com, bringing you my top 3 plays in the NBA on PrizePicks for today, Saturday, May 7th, 2022. An exciting 2-game slate. We start with the Boston-Milwaukee series. As the series shifts to Milwaukee, this 1-1 series tie will be broken tonight. Marcus Smart, a game-time decision for Boston that will affect things certainly on the defensive side. That is the lower total of the 2 contests tonight. Then we go out west. Memphis and Golden State currently tied at 1-1 each with a blowout win, or actually one was very, very close, I should say, and then Memphis won by 5 in the second game. Grizzlies continue to hang tough and have outscored Golden State overall in the series. No Iggy, no Gary Payton for Golden State, but they're still big favorites at home, currently favored by 7.5. Let's get into the action on PrizePicks. My number 3 play on PrizePicks today, Giannis Antetokounmpo over 27.5 points. If you just look at the series stats, he's been at 26 points and 11 rebounds, 9.5 assists, obviously doing a little bit of everything in 38 minutes per game. He still hit the over on this 27.5 line in 50% one of the 2 games. If you look at the playoffs, he's at 27.9 points. Again, this line is looking pretty efficient, still contributing everywhere. 12.7 rebounds. That's ridiculous. He still hit the over, though, on this points line in 57% of his games. Then spread out the game logs a little bit more on the season. Giannis has been at nearly 30 points per game, 29.2 to be exact, and he's hit the over on this point line in 64% of his starts in the 21-22 season. Boston has been okay as a defense compared to other playoff teams this playoffs. They are 5th in defensive rating, 3rd in net rating, but Giannis can absolutely overcome that tough defense. And if Marcus Smart is out of the lineup, that shifts everything defensively for Boston. I'm concerned of their ability to stop him. I'm concerned about anyone's ability to stop Giannis when he's on a roll. We've got him projected for 37 minutes tonight, 12.5 rebounds, 6.7 assists, and most importantly, over 30 points in nearly 2/3 of our simulations. Giannis Antetokounmpo is going over 27.5 points. My second play over on PrizePicks, Klay Thomson over 20.5 points. Another over on points for us, and a home team that I think is going to come out with a huge chip on their shoulder after a loss in Game 2. If you look at the series stats, Klay Thomson has not really been scoring like we're used to. 13.5 points, 1.5 rebounds, 3 assists. Those are very un-Klay Thompson-like stats. The over in 0 of the 2 games so far. He's at the over in 40% of his games. If you look at the playoffs, where he's averaging pretty much exactly at this line, 20 points. And even on the season, it's at 20.3 points per game for Klay Thompson as he got ramped up coming back from those major injuries. He just hit the over on this line in 38% of his games this year. So how is this making it into the top 3? Well, if you look at the games, isolate the games where he's played 30 or more minutes, something he's done in every single playoff game except for one where he played 29. He's actually had the over in half of those games, and he continues to get higher and higher as we look at the game logs throughout the season. He's had 25 or more in 10 of those 38 games. So when he gets there, he gets well over this 20.5 line. Memphis has been tough defensively, top 3 in defensive rating, but 6th in net rating among all playoff teams. Right now, we got Klay projected for 23.5 points in over 2/3 of our simulations. Thompson's going over this 20.5 points line. Now, before I reveal my final play, my number 1 play on PrizePicks for today, just want to remind you guys, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell too so that you always know when we're going live. You guys know what to do. And if you could give me, Matt Savoca, a follow on Twitter at Draftaholic, that's always much appreciated as well. Also want to give a huge shout out to our presenting sponsor, PrizePicks, the best place to play daily prop-based contests on the internet. Use promo code Awesemo to get up to a $100 first match deposit bonus. And guys, there are so many ways to play over on PrizePicks. You can mix and match sports and make cross-sport entries and a flex play. All you need is 2 out of 3 picks right. You get 1.25x your money. If you get all 3 right, it's 2.25x your entry fee. Play all 3 in a power play, get all 3 right, and now you're talking 5x your entry fee. Easy as that. Download the app on the App Store or Google Play, or play over on PrizePicks.com. Okay, guys, let's get into my number 1 play for this Saturday slate. My number one play over on PrizePicks for this Saturday is Jayson Tatum over 6.0 rebounds. If this were a 5.5 line, this would be an automatic bet. And even as it is, it's still the number one bet of the day. We got to look at the game logs further than the series or the playoffs here for Jayson Tatum. And then we have to adjust a little bit because Marcus Smart might be out. He's at 25 points a game, 7 assists, but 4.5 rebounds per game in the series, 4.5 rebounds in the playoffs overall. He's at the over on this 6.0 line in an astonishing 0 games so far. But then look at the season stats, guys. He's at 26.8 points, 4.6 assists, but of course, most importantly, 7.8 rebounds per game during the year. He hit the over in 61% of his games. And if this line were at 5.5, he'd have the over on this on 79% of his starts. And that's basically where we're at right now. We're using his season base rates to look at this as one of the best bets of the night. Milwaukee has been tough, no doubt about it. They are number one among all playoff teams in defensive rating, number 2 in net rating, and surprisingly fast-paced as well. Though this is still a low total game, I do think we're going to see a lot of shots and certainly a lot of minutes for Tatum. We got him projected for over 41 minutes right now, 28 points as a median projection, and most importantly, nearly 8.5 rebounds, again, as a median. In our first run, we saw over 80% likelihood that Tatum gets to this 6.0 line. I think it's a little lower than that, but still, this is a smash spot for the over. Jayson Tatum over 6 rebounds, my number one bet on PrizePicks for this Saturday. And that is going to do it for my top 3 plays on PrizePicks for this 2-game Saturday slate, May 7th, 2022. To recap, Giannis over 27.5 points, Klay Thomson over 20.5 points, and another over for you, Jayson Tatum over 6 rebounds. Remember to use promo code Awesemo when you sign up for PrizePicks to get up to a $100 first match deposit bonus. Truly the best place to play daily prop-based contests on the internet. We will be back with all the coverage you need leading up to tip-off tonight and every night throughout the NBA playoffs. Until next time, I'm Matt Savoca from Awesemo.com. We'll see you guys later.